Most people don't realize how much of their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making millions pulling details about you from public records and the internet, then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might just sell credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/hidden. Protect yourself now at aura.com/hidden.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the next episode of the 10-Minute Marvel podcast, where we're going to be talking all of our predictions for the X-Men 97 finale. Also, this small thing coming up this weekend, D438.
Yes, you got it right. Good job.
Thank you.
That's what I was going to say. It's a small thing. It's smaller than last week.
Oh, definitely smaller than
Or
last
2
year's
weekends ago.
D20 2697. That one was massive.
Yeah. So I guess just a D23 is what they
Yes.
call it every year, which to me doesn't make sense.
It
But-
has to do with the year that Disney was founded,
Right. But
2023.
nobody cares about that. I mean, especially we're in the 20s. Like, why not just go with the year that it is? Because then they're talking about the year. Oh, they should call it D27. 'Cause it's gonna be-
D26, 27,
Yeah, 267. I don't care.
2627.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems that's what we're talking about. That's the whatever. Let's get on with this. Let's
Are
get
you
off
sure
this
you don't
dumb
want to
topic.
say more absurd things, Greg? Because
I
we
do.
certainly can.
I do, and I will.
I'm your host, Petter, and the man with the plan for renaming everything. It's my co-host.
Yep. The absurd one is Greg, everybody. Thank you for coming back. Thanks for listening. If you're out there,
If
let
you're
us know.
not, you're not hearing this, so
You're not. But if you are, let us know there's somebody out there with their ears on us. That helps us just keep doing this. Yeah. I don't know. What do we got? Let's do the intro, huh? If
Yeah.
you're looking for ways to support us, you can find us on our YouTube channel. Search 10-Minute Marvel. Give us a like, thumb smash that subscribe button. That's always helpful. That's always appreciated. Find and follow us on the Thing with an X and on Facebook. You got hashtag 10MinMarvel on the Thing with an X, and Facebook is 10-Min Marvel. There,
Yeah.
10-Minute. I wish we would have kept it more consistent.
I know it should be 10-Min Marvel everywhere, though I'm pretty sure searching for 10-Min Marvel everywhere will get you to us.
Oh, fantastic. That works out so well. All right. And of course, you can leave a rating and review wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcasts from, whatever platform that is. Again, thanks for joining us. Let's dig into, there's some news. There's some rumors, right? We got some stuff.
Got a couple rumors, and then we'll actually talk about X-Men 97 because all the news stuff, I mean, besides the fact that, well, let's start out with one piece of news that potentially doesn't tie into D23. Spider-Man is currently tracking to be the third highest grossing film of all time. It's a brand new day. Oh, yes, it is for cinema.
2 billies.
2.5 billion is what they are expecting.
Man, that's crazy. Odyssey here is also doing well. But
Yeah, that has also passed $1 billion. at
but
this point. So just a
um,
great month for Zendaya, Tom Holland, and John Barenthal.
they do not have to work ever again. But
I
luckily,
th-
they're in it for the passion and the drama and the acting.
mhm, exactly.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure. I'm
And the money.
sure. And the money.
Yes.
I wonder what
S-
their contracts look like. Like if they crack a Billy, do they get they get a bonus? Do they get a cut? Do they get
So
free appetizers? What?
contracts can work in a couple different ways. This is one of the weird things I know. Uh,
I am. I'm like, oh my God, he's going into this, but you actually
yeah.
know. Okay.
Yeah. So you can either have just like your kind of fixed amount contract, or a lot of contracts have what are called points. And these points, like this is how people keep on getting residuals from stuff well after the release. These points are basically a part of a percent that you will make off of stuff. And depending on the actor, depending on kind of the project, how that all shakes out is going to be different. But yeah, they'll continue making. So the better it does, yes, they do make more money.
Crazy. Okay. How do you know this? I'm just curious. Not that I'm saying
Films,
I'm okay. Film school,
films, yeah, film studies. Yeah. So
YouTube
I
channel.
was, no, I was not a film studies minor, but that was only because how the minor worked from when I picked up the minor, um, compared to when I started college, there were different requirements. So I have a film studies minor, just not actually a film studies minor.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of like it's false advertising, but it's still legitimate.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I be yeah, I believe that I had one class that was part of the new version that didn't exist for the old version and was short one class from the old version because of that. Yep,
Man, you got screwed.
I did. I would be a big time director if I had a film studies minor on
Right?
my
Oh,
resume.
man. And this podcast probably would never be.
Hmm. So
But
you can
that's why I've started the new channel,
podcast.
Codcast. Join us after 10 minutes more. I'm just kidding. We're not actually doing that, but I still want to. Okay,
That would
what do
be
we got?
hilarious. I'm more on board than I was last week.
Yes. Gaining momentum.
So then just the two rumor pieces. This one popped up for me today. Uh, Shahir Zamata, who plays Jennifer Kale, rumored to be in the Ghost Rider movie. I shared this one with you, Greg, this afternoon, early evening.
Yep.
I don't. This is one where I'd be hesitant to say with any sort of confidence that this is going to happen. But I do think people are trying to guess kind of those spooky, witchy type characters that could show up for like Midnight Suns appearances and stuff like Ghost Rider, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's a safe bet. It feels like somebody just tossing out a safe bet.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe they heard something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw shade on them, I guess, but it's kind of just that safe bet prediction. And if they get it right, then they get some acclaim. Maybe they get
Hmm.
some more people following. I don't know, but
Hmm.
it doesn't not make sense. That's a
Yeah.
double negative, but you know, it's late. Yeah, it makes sense that we would see her because it is kind of weird that she just floated off and we haven't, I mean, maybe she'll
Yeah.
show up in Vision Quest.
Could I think that that's going to be very separate from the witchy side of things,
Yeah.
at least
I
to
mean,
start.
probably. I just don't know where else besides Ghost
Yeah.
Rider than
Oh,
where.
yeah. Then the other rumor is that Marvel's developing kind of a true detective slash lantern style show. Really, no details as to which characters it might be.
Hmm.
So it's probably not going to be Darcy and Jimmy Woo solving supernatural cases.
Kind of disappointed in that then.
Hmm.
I could go for some of that.
Yeah. Like that would, as dumb as it sounds, like that would be a successful show for Marvel.
Probably. Yeah. Now Wong and whatever her name is, I never remember her name.
Madison.
With yeah, with an I, not a Y. With an a Y,
Nope.
not an I.
But
With
not where you think it is.
not where you think it is. Maybe that's also super stupid. That doesn't really make sense. But I can see him doing supernatural. Like it's a pair up, right? It's just but I
Hmm.
don't think that could last as long as a Darcy Jimmy Woo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
What characters? Like, I don't think it's going to be a Jessica Jones detective
No.
thing. So, any inklings if something were
Mm,
to happen like this, what sort of characters?
oof. Like, I don't even know whether they'd pull from a batch that it already exists or like is this going to introduce new characters? I'm trying to figure out which avenue I want to travel down there. I don't
I
know.
think,
Nick Fury doing something.
what about like Nolan's mystery sort of thing with Brother Voodoo? That's kind of your lead magic, like it's almost urban fantasy at that point.
Yeah, sure.
I'd be cool with something like that.
Yeah,
But I'm
I don't know.
having trouble coming up with like oh yeah, this is going to be the detective that they use sort of thing, or making it real detective-esque.
Yeah, I don't know unless it's like Bucky and somebody. I don't know. Bucky and John Walker. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
move on. It's kind of a
So
dead end for me. I don't know.
yeah, so those are the couple pieces of rumor that I had, though we'll get into some more rumor speculatory stuff here with talking about D23, but let's talk about Dead Man's Hand, the X-Men 97 episode that came out this week, past week. I watched it today for the first time. I almost forgot about it.
I think I watched it Wednesday when it did come out, and it's sort of not fresh in my brain, but which also kind of
So
tells me something. But
So, well, my non-spoiler thoughts on this are I enjoyed it quite well. I thought there were some interesting things that they did with it, and I'm curious to see how it's going to go. But it falls in line with like the Danger.exe, the Weapon X Lies and Videotapes episodes, where it's kind of getting some of the characters back to normal, kind of like that soft reset on some of the characters, but I thought they did a good job in this episode with that.
yeah, I didn't not like the episode, but I think I'm just not following what is going. Not necessarily I don't follow what's going on. It's lacks focus to me
Hmm.
in a way. And maybe it's me falling asleep while watching it because I'm trying to watch it before bed and I'm just crashing. So but it just doesn't feel like it's got a real solid sense of direction. Now, maybe there's going to be something's going to bring it all together and it's going to just make sense. But uh, I'm just not, I'm not looking forward to next week, honestly. Like, I'm just like, whatever, I'll watch it. I'm kind of at that point. Now, Gambit, I
So,
was kind of
spoilers.
in, what's that?
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Let's move into spoilers here, Greg. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. You have been warned, spoilers. Be about 5 minutes here of spoilers.
Yeah. So that Gambit,
Hmm.
sorry, I forgot that we gotta claim it, like what we're switching into. Um, he's cool. Like I like the look of him.
Yeah, I like what they
I don't-
did for that episode. Kind of him going back to his roots, kind of,
right,
and
but
like taking over folks. Obviously, Apocalypse is a big part of that.
right,
But just to have kind of this like interesting use, like Horseman Gambit's powers were cool. Being able to kind of turn people the way he did.
right. But turn him to what? Just another horseman, right? Just that's what he's doing. I mean, it's okay, so to spoil it, right? It's Apocalypse, really, technically.
Hmm.
And I'm like, why are they doing this? And I think it's the Apocalypse and that woman. I can't think of her name, but it's the whole thing with tithing or something like that. Apocalypse is kind of using Gambit to get to the woman that he loved that she shrugged him off with. So it's
Hmm.
kind of a love story, but it's just so hazy on what's kind of happening. And also, I'm not really super well versed in all the X-Men stuff, I'll be honest. And so I'm probably missing a lot of stuff in there, references and whatnot.
I
But
think this comes back to, we've talked about it in previous weeks, that there was such an expectation that this was going to be a big apocalypse story season, like Age of Apocalypse type thing. And like to me, this is a really good episode. It just doesn't live up to what I expected.
it seems disjointed. Like I just too many things happening, which was kind of like the first season. I get it. I don't know.
I mean,
I've
it's,
kind of lost interest, honestly, and I'm really kind of disappointed in that. And maybe I'm just kind of one of those. Maybe I don't understand something. So
yeah, I haven't lost interest in it. I will say, I don't think it's matched what I expected it would be. And if honestly, my expectation level or my kind of feeling of this season is what my expectation level was at for the first season. I think the first season had like the few really great highlight moments that surpassed that. But yeah, I can point to a good chunk of the first season and be like, yeah, wasn't super blown away by it. I can point to a good chunk of this season and be like, yeah, wasn't super blown away by it. Not necessarily bad episodes, but just didn't kind of there aren't enough highs.
yeah, and it feels like the stories are so we got Scott and Jean and Cable, and we've got in that dynamic that's the mother father son thing that's happening. I don't know, which I get is it's comic and fairly accurate, right? It's kind of in line with
Hmm.
what's happening there. And then you have Rogue and Gambit, and then you have Professor and his loss of Magneto, and but it's all just so
Every
there's
episode's
they're heavy
it's
subjects, but they're all just so lightly touched on and glazed over that
I mean
I'm not feeling
it
it.
it's a kid's show and
I don't think
it's
this is anymore.
I don't know that it necessarily is, but they're handling it to the level of a kid's show where they'll
Yeah,
touch on these deeper things, but not necessarily dive into everything with them. That's what I mean by that.
yeah, yeah, that's definitely happening. I'll say that.
Mhm.
So,
So, I mean, obviously we have 1 week left of this. I have no real expectations anyway for the finale. Like,
like,
I don't know what was built towards
right.
with the
Like,
finale.
there's nothing like going, there's, there's no thing that we're gonna hit. Like, feels like we're far away from a crescendo at this point. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah. And there's plenty of reasons why that could be. Um, I'm sure if you follow Bo DeMeo, he probably says it's because he's not there. Um,
Sure.
but also it might be because of how he was leading stuff down the path in the first place, kind of messed up everything long term, planning wise. And it's doing the comic book thing of resetting some. So
Yeah, that's
it is
possible.
what it is.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed, but I'll get over it.
Mhm. So, shall we talk D23? So, we're out of spoilers now. In case you happen to click to this exact moment, you now know that's the case.
Amazing.
But D23 coming up here, I believe the big Disney panel that's going to have that has like the Marvel stuff, all that, I believe it's on the 14th.
Yep.
So,
Friday night, right?
Friday night.
That's when
Yes.
I know like some of the channels, YouTube channels are going to be doing the live broadcasts of things. So,
Yep. So we'll be talking about that next week. Um, let's talk first X-Men here, and then dive into some other predictions or thoughts about what we'll probably get at D23. So do you want to run through, or I'll run through everybody who has potentially been cast in the X-Men?
okay.
And it's a fairly, it's not a short list anymore because we have Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, Samara Weaving as Emma Frost, Kit Connor as Cyclops, Adam Driver as Sebastian Shaw, Jamie Lawson as Storm, Kelly Spaney as Rogue, Christopher Abbott as Professor X, though Christopher Abbott, one that could potentially be like a Bill Skarsgård as Professor X as well.
And these are not confirmed. These are just rumored.
So, I mean,
Well,
obviously Sadie
some.
Sink's
Yeah.
confirmed. The Hollywood Reporter, I believe, is the one that had Samara Weaving, Kit Connor, and Adam Driver. So news source versus rumor people. I believe the Kelly Spaney one was the In Snyder as well as Christopher Abbott. So in terms of these scooper rumor type people, Jeff Snyder is probably the best because he treats it more as a news source.
Yeah.
He wants to he wants to be right versus he wants to throw everything out there and see what sticks. And Jamie Lawson, that one that one I'm less sure on in any way, but
Who was Jamie Lawson? Who was that?
so she was in Sinners. So she recast as Storm, and I think
Oh,
because some of the rumors are that Storm is going to appear in Black Panther 3 first, that might be a like, oh, who has Ryan Coogler worked with before kind of casting.
okay. I was just looking up Christopher Abbott because I was like, I couldn't picture his face. Um, yeah, so we got to say to you, Samara's pretty solid in that, right? That's pretty
Hmm.
well confirmed. Kit Connor again, well confirmed.
Yeah.
Driver, well confirmed.
Yeah.
Um,
Like Adam Driver is the least surprising casting based off of the comment that Kevin Feige made. Like how he was joking about how they call up Adam Driver about a potential role
yeah.
every year and he gets back to them with a no. When Feige was making that comment, I was like, that probably means Adam Driver's been cast as something now.
You know, so I kind of that's got to equal Hellfire Club, right?
Hmm.
I mean, you got Sebastian, yeah, Sebastian, and then
Emma.
Emma Frost. Who else are we missing out of there? It's like, are they going to bring back? They gonna have Agatha?
And I don't know if Agatha would.
Wasn't she was one, right? She was in the Hellfire Club.
I mean, there's definitely been a lot of different members. Um, Wilson Fisk has been in there. I mean, James Braddock,
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Abigail Harkness. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Not.
Blackheart. Yeah.
Yeah, I am thinking of Abigail Harkness. Sorry, my bad. Do not slay me.
Ezekiel Stain, Jason Wingard,
Oh, we want that Jason Wingard, don't we?
hmm Madeline Pryor, Monet St. Croix, Norman Osborn. Obviously, that one's unlikely. Warren Worthington. I mean, there's been a lot of different characters who have been a part of this group.
So I think it's an interesting take on how they're gonna. I mean, are these the I don't know what is their purpose in this X-Men franchise? What are they going to be more of the villainous characters that they have that the X-Men have to go against? Is it something where the Hellfire Club is going to kind of be the underground club that senses this anti-mutant uprising and all these people are actually scattered about, and in society without us knowing, or us or the,
Hmm.
and or what I'm curious about where that's going to go. I know you've only read a little bit of the Hellfire Club, right?
I read one of the Hellfire Galas.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think that it would jump into something like the Hellfire Gala. I think that you probably have to be looking at kind of the standard X-Men thing of how do two different groups handle their powers, and how you'd probably have the X-Men looking to integrate with society, as then the Hellfire Club kind of looking to be power players and like control society. Because the Hellfire Club tends to be less of a front for just violence and destruction and stuff like that. They're more of a underground political maneuvering
Yeah.
organization for power.
Yeah. It's an interesting take. If that's how they go about it. But um, well, casting wise,
Hmm.
okay, we'll just leave Sadie Sink out of it because we
Yeah,
got
well, it's worth to mention that Sadie Sink, if they do the Hellfire Club, will have had to deal with the Hellfire Club in the last two things that major things she's been in, because that's the group that,
that's also, yeah.
yeah.
That is kind of interesting, isn't it?
Hmm.
Coincidence. Okay, we talked about a little bit about Samara Weaving, I think last week.
Yep,
So we can kind of skip over that. Kit Connor, was that came out after
that
we
came out
were
after. Yep,
our podcast? So, Heartstopper, is that
yep.
the
That's the
show?
big thing. Yep.
I have not watched that.
Either have I.
I have a lot of I mean, I've seen a lot of positive responses to this. I think there might be some also backlash for whatever reason. Um, is he the son of, no, wasn't, oh my gosh. No, it's not John Malkovich. What is his name? He played Capote. Still, Seymour Hoffman, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Did his son get, is that Kit Connor?
No,
Why am I having trouble with this?
you are thinking of Cooper Hoffman,
Yes.
who was rumored to be in the running for the role as well.
Okay. There we go. Kit Connor, though, Cyclops. I can't, I don't know. That's cool. I haven't seen his stuff, but I don't know what are your thoughts. What do you think?
I'm fine with it. I have no, like, I don't have any real, like, strong feeling either way. And that's not a bad thing.
Right.
This is a, there are going to be people who come into this knowing him from Heartstopper. But I don't think that's necessarily big enough or like such an iconic role that he won't be able to shake it for those people. And for the people who haven't seen it, it should just more be like a, oh, well, that's cool that his role was well received.
Yeah, it kind of fits in the pocket, I guess, of what I'm looking for as far as casting goes. It's the, hey, they've done some good stuff, but we're not talking like they've been in, a summer's worth of blockbusters. So, um, I appreciate that. I think that that's a good start. That's kind of what I'm looking for from casting. So,
Hmm.
Adam Driver, Sebastian Shaw, sure. I don't have a problem with it. I it kind of fits. It feels like it fits well. It's a interesting choice. It's probably a safe choice for Driver.
I think a relative safe choice. I think it's an interesting one too, because obviously the some of the earlier rumors were for Mr. Sinister, which I think he would have done a good job as well for that
Hmm.
role. But I think it'll be good to see him taking on a role of a villain who isn't just a petulant child, which is what Kylo Ren is very intentionally set up to be.
Yeah. I think I can actually picture Adam Driver in the, what is that garb that it's got the big like fluffy neck. It's like in the, would that be 1400s kind of look?
Mm-hmm.
You know, wigs.
The
Like,
sing yeah.
yeah, that era.
Yes. Yeah, from when you were born.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's hard for me to remember because I was born, at that time. But I'm thinking 1400. I'm thinking like the movie Beethoven, not the dog.
Mhm.
Amadeus, sorry, the movie Amadeus, not Amadeus, not Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no, keep going, Greg.
Keep going.
Just
Just let's, can we edit this out, please? That's
what's editing?
I'll do it myself. Um, so that's what I picture, anyways. It just seems to work. Now, whether they'll even do that, if it's gonna be more modernized, I'm
I,
assuming it will be.
yeah, so Sebastian Shaw always kind of has that grandiose presence. So the bigger than life villain
Yeah,
is kind of what I feel like for him. So I like that. Jamie Lawson as Storm. I haven't seen Sinners, which I need to, but have you watched Sinners?
I have. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Jamie, I'm looking her up quick. Oh, it spells it with the Y. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Greg's
figure out what I've
out on the
seen
cat.
her.
Greg's out on the casting just because of that.
Wait, is she playing Catwoman?
I got no idea.
She's in the Batman Part 2.
Batman Part 2, Electric Boogaloo?
Sure.
Well, she was in the Batman.
Yeah, was she?
No, she is not. Zoe Kravitz is Selena Kyle.
Oh, that's who it is. Yeah, yeah. She plays Bella Real. Man,
Villarreal?
sure, whatever. She looks so familiar, and I can't figure out where I've seen her, what I've seen her in. Um, it's not my first pick, but I can appreciate it. So yes.
Yeah, I got no problem with that pick. Solid look. She's, I think, 28, so a little bit older than Kit Connor and Sadie Sink, which in a lot of ways like Storm, even in the comics, tends to be a little bit more of the, I'm not going to say elder statesman, but one of the more mature characters.
Yeah. My first choice was still Ashley Romans, but just because I watched Y the Last Man Standing. Sorry, Y the Last Man. And she did an amazing job in that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's an important character. So
Hmm.
I think the face whatever I saw her in, my gut tells me that it's a solid choice. So
Hmm. So, I mean, besides the fact she was in Sinners that you saw her in, then Kaylee Spaney. Do you want to guess how Kaylee Spaney spells her name?
I'm gonna say just like it sounds,
All right. Good luck.
with an E at the end, right? No,
Two E's.
two E's.
And then spell
Unprecedented.
Spaney for me.
Yeah, no, I completely got that wrong. Haley, yeah, Spaeny.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Also,
unnecessary. Don't make it that
28.
complicated.
So the interesting thing about Kelly Spaney potentially being Rogue is Marvel was potentially more interested in a uh, a different actor for Rogue. I don't remember the actor's name. Here's another one. Charles. So the Insider says Charles Melton is wrapping up a contract for Beast. He's been in Beef.
Charles Milton. Okay.
But 3 hours ago,
Riverdale.
yeah, three
Okay.
hours ago, X-Men update, Daniel RPK says he's no longer going to be Beast. So
Okay.
who knows?
35.
Hmm.
I mean, that doesn't really matter, I guess. With all the prosthetics or makeup or CGI, whatever they're going to do, not a big deal for that character. I'm sure they has to be athletic, whoever it is.
Hmm.
Um,
But back to Kaylee Spaney as Rogue.
yeah.
Thoughts?
Um, I did see Beef, and I'm trying to remember if I recall her, but
Oh no, he's in Beef. She has been in Alien Romulus,
oh, she's
Civil
in Beef.
War. She is?
I don't know.
Oh, yes. She is in 8 episodes of Beef as Ashley Miller. She's also in Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out Story, Mayor of Easttown, and the 2019 music video Send Her to Heaven by the All American Rejects.
Oh, that was gonna be that band that you just made me watch before we started. I thought
Oh,
you were
no.
pulling that band in. Okay.
She's also
Uh,
in Pacific Rim Uprising
oh, all
in
right.
2018.
So I have not seen well, I've seen the Beef, but I cannot recall her in that show. So I'm gonna say cool, whatever. I don't have any skin in this game.
Hmm. Just looks wise, I think it works.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Christopher Abbott as Professor X. So he
Uh,
is 40, a little bit older. Uh, IMDb's top films, best known for him, It Comes at Night, Possessor, Poor Things, James White. He's the foreigner in Craven the Hunter, which I know you saw at least 6 times in theaters.
Watching it again tonight.
Oddly enough, it's still in theaters.
Which one? The theater that everybody
The,
like an abandoned town theater.
mhm.
Just
They're
gonna went dead
trying.
on that at that time.
Yeah, they're trying to make it to a million or $100 million. So they're just keeping it in theaters until it hits that point.
Christopher, I don't know. I'm trying to find Christopher Abbott. I did see him before. Now I got to bring up his page again. Oh, I did. It's gonna go over a tab. Um, I don't know. I don't know.
It's
I like the other option. I think there was Tom Pelphrey was another one that, and this is biased because I'm basing it on what I've seen and shows I've seen Tom Pelphrey in, but
Iron Fist.
yes, yeah, he was in that.
Greg's out again. Yeah.
More recently he was in what was the one with there's a one
Outer
word title?
Range.
No. Oh yes.
Task.
I do like that. No, Ruffalo. He's in it with Ruffalo, I think.
Um, Ozark.
Nope. He's in Ozark though? Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
11 episodes of Ozark. Were you thinking of Task?
yes. That is what I'm thinking. So I like him, honestly, a little bit better.
Hmm.
Um,
It sounds like they passed on him, though, that based off of like Pelfrey and Abbott both tested for the role and they passed on
okay.
Pelfrey, according to the Insider.
Well, I don't know. I must have saw something, Christopher. So if that is true, good on him.
Hmm.
Don't screw it up.
Would you prefer Bill Skarsgård?
Um, Kinda.
I think I think if they do. I think Bill Skarsgård. I don't know Christopher Abbott enough, but if you're telling me like, oh, Bill Skarsgård is the new Professor X, I'm like, oh, cool. That's going to be really different, and I'm not going to compare him at all to Patrick Stewart or even
True.
James McAvoy.
Yeah, true.
Whereas Chris Abbott, I don't know him well enough. I'm going to compare him.
Yeah. I could, yeah. Like I'm just kind of, I could go Skarsgård.
Skarsgård's a little bit younger as well. I do think, yeah, I think that he could do an interesting Xavier, like almost start with more of a House of X, Powers of X launching in point.
I, yeah, I don't doubt. I think he could deliver the goods as far as the performance.
Hmm.
And the look it's not exactly lining up with what I'm envisioning, but I think I would get past it just because
Hmm.
of his ability to act.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the reverse. It's kind of a sexist thing. Every time it's like a, a woman, like Samara Weave, I'm like, oh, well, she looks the part, she's gorgeous. And then
Hmm.
flip it. Well, he could probably play the part, but I'm not sure what he look about his looks.
That's true. He
I
could
am,
shave
but
his head or wear a bald cap. Um, so this is one of the things that is rumored to be happening at D23. Now, obviously, if they're going to announce these, and this is why I think Daniel RPK is saying that it might not be happening, is that they need the vast majority of people signed. Like you can't go out on stage with Samara Weaving, Kit Connor, and Sadie Sink. You need more, I
I feel like they
think.
have to have some people that we don't know yet. Like, some of these have been released, but if you're gonna do something
Or
at
revealed,
D23,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like give us a couple reveals that
Hmm.
otherwise, I mean,
Well,
cool, but
yeah. That I also look at it from Marvel's side of things. I'm like, can you keep it hidden? And I mean, technically, we weren't 100% sure that Sadie Sink was going to be playing Jean Grey, but we kind of knew.
I mean, at this point, I feel like they could keep a few secrets.
I
I
if they're
bet these are
signing,
more like, these are like to throw us off the scent a little bit, even though they might be true.
yeah, I think if there's any signings that are done this week, they will try their darndest to make sure nothing is leaked.
Hmm.
Um, because they were able to do that with Simu Liu, and nobody knew that he was going to be Shang-Chi. So they can do it. It's really hard, and I think it's been made even harder now because everybody, like Marvel got people, and so now all these people are like, all right, let's figure out the next one.
Mhm. Yeah, and they have the resources, right? Whether it be insider or just, I don't know, like they've got some people have been pretty smart. Like they're checking and looking at, I don't know, their websites or listings of contracts signed or flight logs. I don't know, but they figured out like kind of when these people have gone in,
Yeah.
what possible contracts, or I don't know. It's just I'm thoroughly impressed.
Oh yeah. I'm thoroughly impressed and also disappointed that
Right.
we're
Yeah,
spending people's time on this. Because honestly, I prefer that they didn't, and I
I
was
know.
surprised.
I know. I know exactly the way you feel about it because I agree. It's really just, whatever.
Yeah. So what else do we think at D23? I'm assuming your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
because that's supposed to be coming out this year. I think there's a chance that it's pushed and maybe is a January release,
Okay.
but I
Uh,
would still expect something.
I would also, yeah, I mean, I wonder if they have any of it where they could give a preview, maybe, of what they're doing.
Oh, yeah,
I do, speaking of previews, feel like they will do some, they'll give us some vision quests,
100%.
and I'm excited. That could be the one thing, one step down from some X-Men announced stuff, right? Sweet news about X-Men. One step down would be the Vision Quest. I would love to see some more footage of that. And
Any
um,
footage. They haven't actually shown.
oh yeah, that's right. It was a poster.
Yeah.
I had an
Well,
image in my brain. It was,
there was a trailer at
oh, that other Comic Con
CinemaCon.
was okay. Yeah, where they showed a little bit of it, right?
Hmm.
To the crowd,
But
which
it
hasn't
has
gotten
not
leaked.
been. No,
Amazing.
they've done a really good job with these trailer things not getting leaked because, like the at CinemaCon, there was also the trailer that they released for Doomsday, and we didn't get that trailer in any form until they released it. I'm sure that you probably could have scrounged the deep dark parts of the web, the parts that allow people to take over your computer, um, and gotten it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that this trailer for Vision Quest. So I'm
Is
excited
that
to see
December? Is Vision Quest December?
November.
November. Okay. So,
Wait, what is the date? I know it's not December, um, because October
um,
14th.
oh yeah, that's around the
Because
corner.
yeah, they want to get it done and fully out before Doomsday.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I don't think because these characters are going to show up in Doomsday. I think they just don't want to fight against themselves and take people away from it.
What else? Any other like special presentations, maybe?
I mean, trying to think, could it be first look at Daredevil Born Again season 3?
Sure.
Since I mean that's still a ways out, half a year out, but
Yeah.
I would assume that they'll have something Doomsday-ish there, or yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get anything Secret Wars, though that has to be filming about now if it's gonna hit its date.
Right. I can't see Dooms. I don't know. Feels like maybe, I guess to
Something
me that
Doomsday, but they'll do what they did with the Fantastic Four. When Fantastic Four was coming out, they showed a trailer at Comic-Con, and then they showed it again at D23 before it was released to the public a while later. So they showed a trailer that we haven't seen yet for Doomsday. They'll show it again at D23 for sure.
that adds up. I was gonna say I just don't feel like it's gonna be too much Doomsday stuff. So
No, I think it's going to be a lot of focus on um,
like the streaming
Vision
shows.
Quest. Yep,
Yeah,
Vision
Vision
Quest.
Quest, special presentation, whether that's was there a little bit of a rumor for a second go round at
Werewolf by Night.
yeah,
There's been some rumors of that. Also, this one just popped up. I forgot to mention it. I had seen it earlier, but Daphne Keene in talks to return as X-23,
for what, Doomsday?
X-Men. Just like anything.
That seems, I don't know. It feels like that ship has sailed. Like it's passed. Like it's just not.
I mean, I don't have a major. I don't have any qualms with her.
I don't have qualms with her. I just don't think it's what they would want to do going into this X-Men franchise. I think that
I don't
they
think she
want to
would
want to
be the
do.
focal point.
I think you'd want to have a real Wolverine.
Well, you can still have a real Wolverine, but give Daphne Keene some a role as a student and then maybe spin her off onto one of the other teams, an X-Force team or something like that.
What's her age? I'm trying to look her up.
22?
Age, 21 years.
That's
Really?
close. Yeah, she's
Okay.
young. She's real young.
I don't know. I like the who was somebody had brought up the actor for Wolverine. This is
Um,
I can't think of his name. Hang on a second.
I've seen a couple of different ones. The one I can remember is Montgomery Dockery, who's Billy from Stranger Things, which I
Uh
kind of like that one.
this is Matt Wood. He was Jim Belushi. That's who he played.
Hmm. He's
Um
also, I think, 5'7", and a Dockery Montgomery. There we are. I forget how tall he is. 5'10". So both of them would be much shorter Wolverines.
somebody, yeah, right. It's more like comic accurate size.
Yeah.
Somebody gave him the Wolverine haircut and mutton chops, and then added in some claws. It's pretty good. I'm gonna send you this,
Yeah. Slowly loading.
and it was
I mean,
John Belushi is who he played, not Jim.
yeah. Besides the claws, like the hair and the mutton chops look fine.
Yeah, I
The
think this is
claws were pretty lazy work.
yeah. They're getting yeah. They kind of really just gave up on the claws when they're adding those on, but that's just a fun. I don't know. It could work.
Hmm.
It'd be, I think it'd be almost, I wouldn't mind something like that. Something where it's not Hugh Jackman. It's not this huge,
Yeah,
well-known person, right? It's just somebody that can snarl, can just badass not.
that's that's why I kind of like Dr. Montgomery as well.
Okay, I gotta look him up.
He plays such a hated character in Stranger Things, but
Doctor Iman. Is that Doctor? Oh,
Dacre.
oh yeah.
He just looks, no matter what, he looks a little bit standoffish, and I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think, my guess is he probably isn't that way, but so many of the photographs, because he's often rocking that goatee mustache where the mustache doesn't quite connect to the goatee, so it mainly just looks like he has a mustache,
Yeah.
which, I mean, Wolverine is very prickly, so all all wordplay intended.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? I don't expect any major surprises at D23.
I would like some or one, but
Nah. I mean, X-Men cast would be the big thing, and for most people, besides Sadie Sink, because that movie has made $1 billion+ everybody else would be kind of a surprise that we mentioned.
yeah. What about, I mean, you had mentioned your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. What about they're well into X-Men season three? Did you already mention
Yeah.
this?
Um, no, X-Men 97 season 3, yeah. You
Maybe,
could do a tease for that because they're working on season 4 already.
right. And we'll be done, right? This is the last, this week is the finale.
Yeah.
So, which comes out tomorrow or Wednesday? I still don't even know
Yes.
what day it comes.
One of those two.
Yeah. You don't know either. I can
No,
tell.
because I watched it on today.
See, I don't know what's happening with this season. I'm a little bit disappointed in that.
Honestly, it's my work schedule for me that has kept it from just being as consistently on time with it.
It's my sleep schedule problem.
You're
I'm
not
watching
getting
when
enough sleep.
that too. Um, I was just trying to think of any like other cartoon style announcements. Any other shows? We talked about Daredevil. That could be a possibility. We talked about,
Marvel Zombies season 2,
oh, maybe that is that officially a thing.
I don't remember.
Um,
As Wakanda season 2.
I mean, sure, but no,
Yeah,
no
it's
thanks.
it's not gonna move the needle. Like Marvel
No.
Zombies, I think would move the needle for a bunch of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe maybe it won't have the same pop as Comic-Con, but
yeah. I think they intentionally dropped what they did there. The pop for D23 will be if they can get X-Men casting at all out on the stage.
yeah. What if they announce maybe they do shift some things around? What if they do shift Secret Wars out, which I
Now,
know is not likely. I thought we
Kevin
went over
Feige
this.
literally said that they were not moving it.
I know, but hey, things change.
Things do change. I don't think that's going to be one of the things that changes. Um, I could see uh, them announcing, like with the X-Men, then announcing like coming out in 2028 and giving us like a little grid of, all right, this is when Ghost Rider's coming, this is when X-Men's coming, and this is when, well, we already know when Black Panther 3 is coming. It would explain why they didn't give the date for Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like. They're like, okay, if we can get everybody locked up by D23, we'll announce it, and that might be our first movie back. If we don't have everybody locked up by D23, we'll announce it, what we have, and it'll be our second movie back.
Yeah. I I was after Comic-Con, I was so hyped, I think. I don't want this to be a letdown. I want this to be
It's good.
almost equal.
Hmm.
I don't expect it to be surpassing Comic-Con, but
Yeah.
I definitely expecting and
I
wanting.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be equal. I think it's going to be a slight step down, because I think they wanted to have the big movie stuff for the most part. Granted, if there's even one name, like if they announce a Magneto, let's say they announce Magneto and Wolverine, and we already know the rest of the cast
That's pretty
from
solid.
leaks. If it's just those two characters, if it's even just one of those two characters, I think that gets us close.
If it was a Wolverine, that would be very huge.
Mhm.
Magneto, huge. but not as huge as Wolverine. But I am interested to know who they go with on the Magneto. So
Mhm. I don't know that I agree with you completely.
you don't
I
think that
think
Wolverine would be like huge?
oh, Wolverine would be huge. I think that Magneto announcement would be equally as huge.
Really? Put it in the comments, people. What do you think? Is Magneto's reveal equally as huge as a Wolverine? Let us know.
Yeah. I, j- I just think they're close. I don't think there's a massive difference. So as long as you reveal either one, it would feel huge.
Okay, not on board with that. I mean, yeah, you know where I stand. If you were to
Mhm.
announce both of them,
Yeah.
very huge.
But what if you had Christopher Abbott or Bill Skarsgård on stage, and then you got a little interaction of Professor X and Magneto, like kind of a playful in character back and forth between the two of them?
That stuff never goes well.
It,
It's
it,
too like rough and like they all are awkward about it. And I could just see it being more of a
oh,
turnoff than anything like, oh God, this is not working, whatever. Not so much the chemistry that we anticipate on screen, but more just not working well on the stage. Kind of like what was happening with like Robert Downey Jr. at Comic-Con. What did he call when Deadpool came out? It's like, did somebody hit you on the head? Or something like that. It was like just it all was weird. I don't know. Like Robert was like trying to, I think, play a little bit of his role, as Doom be like, but also I don't know. It was all weird. It was just weird. So that's what I'm hoping that awkwardness is not there because it makes me uneasy. It makes me want to turn it off.
great. Just because you're uncomfortable.
The world revolves around me, Petter, and when I'm uncomfortable, everybody just needs to just stop. Stop what you're doing.
I see how it
Like this
is.
podcast. I think we need to stop because it's super uncomfortable right now.
But honestly, I mean, I can't come up with anything else that they're going to have at D23. I don't think that there's going to be any movie announcement. I think there's going to be any show or special presentation announcements
But you
for
should
new
still tune
stuff.
in next week so we'll tell you all about what it was that did
I
happen.
I think there's going to be plenty to talk about from it. I just don't think that we're going to. I think we've covered most of what's going to be talked about.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if we have a Vision Quest trailer to talk about coming out of it, which I'm real excited for that show, so
Yeah. I'm assuming
give it
they'll
to me.
release it right after too.
I would think so, though hard to know. Well, no, it's about 2 months out, so
Yeah. Kind
that
of in the
feels
time
right.
frame.
Yeah, sometimes it's been closer to a month out that they've released stuff, but I think Vision Quest with Paul Bettany is probably big enough that sure, you release that one 2 months out, and then a second trailer in another 4 weeks, four to
Yeah.
6 weeks. All right, but let us know if you think we missed anything real obvious. You can drop that down in the comments on the YouTube video. And we appreciate you checking out the video. Greg gave ways you can help support the podcast at the very beginning. And we do appreciate everybody who is doing those things, listening. We are over 11,000 total unique downloads now. It was not that long ago that we were at 10,000. So it's definitely moving along, and we appreciate that.
Nice.
Yeah, appreciate that. But with that, we'll see you next time.
Awkward.